Hey you guys, it's Jason. Hope everybody's doing well. Today I'm coming with you with a little trick for the Belleville 610Z boot. If you hadn't seen my videos on these boots, I've been wearing these since 2011. I'm very rough on boots. I normally can't get a pair of regular work boots to last me more than a year before the sole comes off or the sole starts splitting or around the ankles. I mean, I squat, I'm crawling around in the floor, under the floor, up in rack, and then on top of that's just with my job. And then on top of that, we've got the farm. So I'm constantly in mud, in dirt, and I found these boots back in 2011. I did a video on my other channel in 2012 after a year of having them. And that's this pair over here. After a couple of years, I can't remember exactly when the failure came, but one of the zippers on the side of the boot, 610Z stands for zipper. Belleville makes a 610 steel toe, and I think they make a regular one without the zipper. It's probably what I'm going to get next time I order them, order a set. But that's the only failure I've had out of them. I've had this pair since 2011, and I haven't had any problems with the soles cracking. I mean, the soles have held up fine around the edges, have held up fine. The heels have held up fine. I mean, they're showing a little bit of wear right in here where I do a lot of squatting and bending. But like I said, the zipper blew out on one of them. And I wore them for a while with the just wrapping the shoelace around them because the laces come sort of long. And I wore those as work boots in the bee yard and then at the farm, and for work I had already ordered me a backup set, and I wore these up until, well, I wore these as my primary boots for a couple of years, and I had the same failure. Zipper blew out on the side. So again, I had ordered a backup set, and actually I had ordered the tactical research from Belleville as well, which I'm going to get into that on another video. I do not recommend the Belleville tactical research boot. I'll get into that on another video. They lasted pretty good. I mean, they lasted for a solid year. And for me, that's really good for a boot to not have any problems. But when it started having problems, it wasn't the zipper that failed, but the sole started coming off of it. It started cracking around the ankle. Anyway, but back to the 610Z. Again, with this pair of boots, I wore them for 2 or 3 years and had already ordered a backup set of new 610Zs. And again, these worked great, except the zipper blew out. So I got my latest set, and like I said, these are probably 3 years old, but I didn't start wearing them till about 6-8 months ago. And as opposed to using the zipper on these, I just unlace them and don't use the zipper. We'll see how long they last. But the zipper, I'm glad I didn't throw those away. I had kept meaning to go to a upholstery shop or to a shoe store and see if they could put a new zipper in. Well, I went to a shoe shop. They said, no, we can't do nothing like that. I went to an upholstery shop. And the upholstery guy says, you know, they put these boots together. They put them all together before they glue them to the sole. So it's laid down flat so that they can sew the zipper in and everything. And then they put it in a form, stick it to the sole, and glue it. Oh, so he said, no, I can't fix it for you. I can't even sew the zipper closed. And there was an old man in the back corner, or sitting there with him, and it was funny. He had on a tactical vest, and he was wearing it almost like it was a back brace. It had the spots for the magazines to go in. Poor old fellow probably didn't have 3 teeth in his head. He's just he seemed to me like he's going to be one of those kind of guys that just sort of, you know, he's retired and just finds a place where folks won't run him off, so he goes and he sits and he talks to folks all day long at their job. But he's sitting there and he says, like I said, he got about 3 teeth in his mouth. I couldn't understand. Why don't you glue it? And I said, excuse me? Glue it. I said, what? Glue it. I said, glue it. He said, yeah. So he says, I got something out in the truck I use for everything. He runs out to his truck and he gets a tube of this. It's E6000. He says you get it at Dollar General, Dollar Tree, dollar stores. And that's where I got this. It was about $3 for this. But he took his tube of it and he laid the boot down. The one that had the good zipper, he laid it flat on its side and just run a bead of that glue right up the side here. And I guess y'all can see that glue in there. And it sealed up really nicely. So I took the other 2 pair home I took the 2 pair of boots home. And I paid him for that tube of glue, and I just bought his off of him because it was a brand new tube that he opened up just to show me. And anyway, I took a set of pliers and I worked the zipper up on the 2 broken boots, and I glued those things together, and they have been flawless. They work fantastic. So anyway, just a tip. Some of that glue there, if you've got a pair of these Belleville 610 Z style boots, or any kind of boot with a zippered side that the zippers come out of, if you're just wanting to use them for work boots or something, you know, and they don't have to be stylish, glue it. So anyway, guys, hope you guys, hope this helps somebody out. You guys have a great day. Take care. Jason out.